Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So we're actually getting more details on Microsoft's next Xbox console in 2020. But the most interesting thing about the news is that it's not just one console. It's going to be two consoles. So the very first console is going to be something that you would expect. It's going to be a really powerful console to compete with Sony's next system and also Nintendo. But the second one is going to be a cloud-based streaming-only console. And so the code name for this console is Scarlett. Now, the whole idea of a streaming console is nothing new. This has been attempted by practically every single company. And if you look back all the way in 2009, there was a company called OnLive, which actually tried this whole streaming service. And obviously everybody else has tried as well, including Microsoft, Sony, Nvidia with their G-Stream service. But in the end, the biggest problem with all of those is latency. Now, the thing is, Microsoft, when it comes to online services or an online gaming system, they were way ahead of their time. So if you remember when the original Xbox One came out in 2013, there was a really controversial feature that Microsoft put in where you have to have an online connection. You have to be online all the time. Now, back in 2013, this was definitely something that made a lot of people angry, and so Microsoft pulled that feature out. But if you look now in 2018, us being online all the time, having online checks, DRM, all these things, it's normal now. And so the idea of you always being online to play your video games, it's more acceptable now than it was in 2013, and especially back in 2009. And so timing, it looks like it's right. And so the way the console works is a little bit different than other streaming services. So what it's going to do is it's going to have a console that will have the games spliced up, and so a portion of the game will actually be on the console itself, and then the other one's going to be handled through cloud services. And the cloud servers that's going to be running all of this is Microsoft's own Azure cloud services. And so Microsoft is saying, or maybe a lot of people are guessing right now, that with this new service there's definitely going to be zero to little latency. And so the biggest problem, I think, with any gamer is that if you're playing casual games where it doesn't really matter if a lot of your actions come back really quickly on screen, then it's fine. But for people who are playing first-person shooters and fighting games, this is absolutely something that's going to kill your gaming experience. And so if Microsoft is able to deliver with these new Scarlett cloud services, then I think they have an opportunity to actually take the lead in this next generation of gaming where you're always going to be online. And another thing that is speculated is that since this is going to be pretty much a streaming box, then it's going to cost less than the whole full console experience. And I think Microsoft does have a shot with this, because if you actually look at their entire strategy, they're pretty much pushing most of their games to their whole ecosystem. So their Microsoft Windows games, their console games are not really exclusive, and so that could definitely be seen as a bad thing, but they have already been planning this for a long time, and obviously their Azure cloud service is something that is very powerful. And so if and when this actually comes out, I think it'll be very interesting, because Microsoft does have the resources, they have things in place to make this happen. But obviously there's a lot of competition out there, not just from Sony and Nintendo, but companies like Google, who definitely want to get in on this, and even Apple as well. And who knows, Amazon has a gaming company as well, and they also own Twitch, and so they could definitely be somebody who comes into this, and they are very good at streaming service as well with their Amazon Web Service. So if you had any thoughts on Microsoft's potential streaming console, their Scarlett console, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Gold Content Creators group, where you'll get access to 30 videos plus additional content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.